President Trump has overstepped his authority as president in many ways. Do you agree? And if you're elected, what can or would you do to rein in the president's power and actions?
There's two main issues that we need to talk about. One is tariffs. He way overstepped his boundaries there. Congress needs to rein him back in and rein him in hard. Anybody that wakes up on a Thursday morning and says they're going to tariff a nation if they don't do what he says by noon, that person's a little unhinged. So the second thing is what he's done in Iran. Most people think that that's illegal, but unfortunately, the way our laws are structured, especially the use of authorization for use of military action that was signed into law by George W. Bush after 9/11 to fight terrorism, has been used by every president since then to fight whatever war they want to fight. All they have to do is call you a terrorist and they can kill you. Congress needs to immediately repeal that and go back to the 1973 law that makes Congress the authority on whether or not we go to war. So that's the main reason we need to repeal that. Other than that, I would say Donald Trump on just about any given day has given Saturday Night Live plenty of material. So I'm going to miss him in 2 years from now. That's the only thing. Thank you.
Ms. Neal, your response.
For almost 2 years now, and especially since January of 2020, I've been sharing information about senatorial procedures that could hold the executive accountable. So far, the leadership in DC, in the Senate, has not taken these actions. Very recently, they're showing a little more backbone, but at the end of the day, this comes down to leadership. When I go to the US Senate, I will build coalitions with the leaders who are working through senatorial procedure and other methods to hold the president accountable and to hold the president accountable to our Constitution.
Thank you. Mr. Blackwolf, your response.
Thank you. You know, whether it's withholding federal funding that was congressionally approved, whether it's bypassing Congress to try to make sweet deals for his buddies on oil and gas leases on our public lands, we're seeing unprecedented and historic actions by this administration, not for the good and not for the betterment of this country. When I had gotten to this race, one of the things I said is what I would love to go down in history as your next senator is I would love to kill MAGA and their movement, and I unapologetically stand by that statement. You send me to the United States Senate, I will make sure that this president will be reined in. We will kill all his executive orders, and we'll put the power back into Congress to check him and keep him in balance, keep him in check.
Thank you. Ms. Bankhead, your response.
I was raised to believe that when you're given extraordinary power that you have to wield it with integrity and excellence, and Trump has not done that in any way, shape, or form. Whether it's insider trading, his gross abuse of the Department of Justice and going after his enemies, violating our due process, completely avoiding any accountability on the Epstein files, his abuse of war powers, or the tariffs debacle. I have a network that I've spent the last 20 years working with to protect children and the most vulnerable from sexual abuse and other corruption, and I've put corrupt government officials in jail my entire career. And I intend to impeach Trump and put him in jail with my network of friends as well, because that's what Montana deserves, that's what the United States deserves, because we have to hold our leaders accountable. And it starts first by y'all deciding that you want him out, that you want our congressional delegation out that is completely backing the administration, and you just have to decide which individual you want, and I hope that you're going to vote for me.
Thank you. Next question goes first.